Welcome to the incredible journey of life, a voyage from the first flutter in the womb to the final whisper of age. It's a story we all share, yet it's filled with mysteries and marvels unique to each of us. Did you know that by just 8 weeks old, a fetus can start to move in the womb, though the mom might not feel it until around the 20th week? Or that the human brain doesn't fully mature until about the age of 25? These are just glimpses of the fascinating stages we're about to explore together. In this series, we'll unwrap the secrets of human development, stage by stage. From the miraculous beginnings of prenatal growth to the complexities of adulthood and the reflective years of late adulthood. We'll dive into the physical, emotional, and cognitive transformations that not only shape us but also the way we see the world around us. But it's not just about the changes we can see. We'll explore the hidden shifts, the emotional roller coasters, and the silent growth spurts that mark each phase of our lives. With every chapter, you'll discover shocking facts, inspiring stories, and maybe even find pieces of your own story reflected back at you. Chapter 1. The Miracle of Beginnings: Prenatal Development. Before the world knows we're coming, before our first cry, first laugh, first steps, we're already growing, developing, and becoming who we are meant to be. Prenatal development is divided into 3 distinct stages: the germinal stage, the embryonic stage, and the fetal stage. Each phase plays a crucial role in our journey to birth. Did you know that within just 12 hours after conception, the remarkable journey of human development begins? From a single cell, we start our journey of becoming a complex individual with unique traits and potentials. By the end of the first month, our hearts begin to beat, a silent drum heralding the coming of a new life. Life begins long before we take our first breath, and the foundations of our journey are laid while we're still embraced by the warmth of the womb, says an old saying that echoes through the corridors of developmental science. This period is critical not just for physical development but also for the initial stages of sensory development. Remarkably, by the second trimester, a fetus can hear sounds from the outside world. Imagine the comfort they might find in the familiar sound of their mother's voice. Chapter 2. Entering the world: Infancy and Toddlerhood. Our journey through the stages of human development takes a dramatic turn as we enter the world of the living. Infancy and toddlerhood are periods of astounding growth and change, where we learn to navigate our new environment with curiosity and wonder. From the moment we are born, we are on a fast track of development. Our physical growth is rapid, and our brains develop at an astonishing rate. It's said that in the first year of life, a baby's brain grows to about 70% of its adult size. This is a time when the connections between neurons are formed at an unprecedented pace, laying the groundwork for all future learning, behavior, and health. Every child is born a naturalist. His eyes are, by nature, open to the glories of the stars, the beauty of the flowers, and the mystery of life, observed our research. This innate curiosity drives infants and toddlers to explore their world with all their senses. By the time they reach their first birthday, most children have taken their first steps into the larger world, marking one of the many significant milestones in their development. Language development is another critical area during this stage. While it starts with cooing and babbling, by the time children are toddlers, they begin to form words and simple sentences, communicating their thoughts and needs more effectively. This progression from crying to speaking is nothing short of miraculous, highlighting the incredible capacity for learning and adaptation inherent in all of us. Years are crucial for social development, too. It's when we start making friends, learning to share, and beginning to understand the feelings of others. Chapter 3. Exploration and Learning: Early Childhood. Early childhood, spanning from ages 2 to 6, is a period marked by boundless curiosity and an eagerness to explore. It's during these years that children become little explorers, seeking to understand the world around them through play, questions, and interactions. This stage is critical for cognitive development, social skills, and emotional growth. One of the most captivating aspects of early childhood is the rapid expansion of language skills. A child's vocabulary explodes from about 200 words at age 2 to approximately 10,000 words by age 6. This incredible leap in language ability opens new avenues for communication and learning, allowing children to express their thoughts, feelings, and questions about the world around them. Imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, Albert Einstein famously stated. This quote captures the essence of early childhood, where imagination rules supreme. It's a time when magic can be found in the mundane, and everyday experiences become adventures. Chapter 4. Growing Independence. Middle childhood. Middle childhood, from about ages 6 to 11, is when children gain a greater sense of independence and a deeper understanding of their place in the world. It's a time of significant growth in cognitive abilities, allowing for more complex thought processes and problem-solving skills. Children in this stage become more adept at understanding others' perspectives, enhancing their social relationships and empathy. This stage is often marked by the start of formal education, which plays a significant role in cognitive and social development. Children learn to read, write, and apply mathematical concepts, skills that are fundamental to their future academic and personal lives. It's also a period when interests and talents begin to emerge, shaping their identities and self-esteem. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire, remarked William Butler Yeats, emphasizing the transformative power of learning and curiosity that defines middle childhood. It's a time when children start to question and explore the world in more sophisticated ways, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a burgeoning sense of autonomy. Physically, children continue to grow steadily, and their motor skills become more refined, allowing them to engage in more complex and coordinated activities. This physical development, coupled with cognitive and social growth, paves the way for participation in team sports, arts, and other extracurricular activities that further influence their development and self-concept. Chapter 5. The Quest for Identity. Adolescence. Adolescence, stretching from around 11 to 18 years, is a stage characterized by rapid physical growth, hormonal changes, and a quest for personal identity. It's a period of life marked by contrasts: the search for individuality while craving peer acceptance, the desire for independence while depending on family support. One of the most striking aspects of adolescence is the onset of puberty, which brings about significant physical changes. These changes are not just external. The adolescent brain undergoes substantial development, particularly in the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and understanding consequences. This brain restructuring is crucial for the development of higher-order thinking skills, but it also means that adolescents are prone to risk-taking and seeking new experiences. Adolescence is not about fitting in, it's about standing out, says the journey of self-discovery. During these years, teenagers begin to form their identity, influenced by their experiences, their peers, and the values they've absorbed from their families and cultures. It's a time for exploring different roles, beliefs, and interests, which can sometimes lead to conflict but ultimately contributes to the formation of a unique personal identity. Chapter 6. Navigating New Waters. Early adulthood. Early adulthood, from around 18 to 40 years, is a stage filled with major life transitions and decisions. It's a time when individuals often leave home, pursue higher education or enter the workforce, and establish long-term relationships and families. The search for identity that began in adolescence continues, but with a greater focus on career, relationships, and personal beliefs. This period is marked by what psychologists call the emerging adulthood, a phase characterized by exploration and gradually assuming adult responsibilities. It's a time for setting the foundation of one's life, making choices about career paths, life partners, and personal values and goals. Physical health typically peaks during early adulthood, with individuals at their strongest, most agile, and resilient. However, it's also a time when lifestyle choices, such as diet, exercise, and substance use, can set patterns for future health and well-being. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, that only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu's wisdom resonates profoundly during this stage. Early adulthood is about embracing change, making informed choices, and navigating the challenges and opportunities that come with greater independence. Chapter 7. The Age of Fulfillment. Middle adulthood. Middle adulthood, typically spanning from 40 to 65 years, is often considered the pinnacle of a person's career and personal life. It's a stage marked by achieved competence, stability, and the pursuit of meaningful accomplishments. However, it's also a time when individuals face the reality of aging, reassess life choices, and confront the concept of mortality. This period is characterized by a phenomenon known as the midlife crisis, though not everyone experiences it in the dramatic fashion often depicted in popular culture. It's more accurately a time of self-reflection, questioning, and sometimes, redirection. People may reevaluate their careers, relationships, and priorities, leading to significant changes or adjustments. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research, Carl Jung once suggested, highlighting the depth of experience and wisdom that come with age. Middle adulthood is indeed a time of applying the knowledge and skills accumulated over years, both in personal and professional contexts. Chapter 8. Embracing the Golden Years. Late adulthood. Late adulthood, beginning around 65 years, is a time of life characterized by retirement, reflections on life achievements, and the navigation of various physical, cognitive, and social changes. It's a stage where the pace of life slows down, offering opportunities for deepening personal relationships, engaging in new or postponed interests and hobbies, and imparting wisdom to younger generations. Despite the challenges of aging, such as health issues and the loss of loved ones, many find this period to be surprisingly satisfying. Studies have shown that, contrary to common stereotypes, older adults often report higher levels of life satisfaction and well-being than younger adults. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter, Mark Twain humorously remarked, capturing the spirit with which many approach late adulthood. It's a testament to the resilience and positive outlook that can flourish with age. This stage also brings a shift in social dynamics. With retirement, individuals have more time to invest in friendships, community activities, and hobbies. However, they also face the challenge of maintaining social connections as their mobility and health change. Late adulthood is a time for legacy building and reflection. Many individuals take stock of their lives, considering their contributions and how they wish to be remembered. This reflective process can be a source of great satisfaction and a means to convey values and lessons to younger generations. Chapter 9. The final chapter. Death and dying. The journey of human development ultimately leads to its final stage, the end of life. This period is as much a part of life as its beginning, encompassing the processes of aging, decline, and the ultimate transition of death. It's a stage that invites reflection, the celebration of life, and preparation for passing. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, in her groundbreaking work on death and dying, outlined 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. These stages not only apply to those facing their mortality but also to the loved ones navigating the journey alongside them. Understanding these emotional stages can foster empathy, compassion, and more meaningful connections during this time. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it, teaches us to embrace the full spectrum of human experience. Cultures around the world have various rituals and beliefs about death that reflect the diversity of human understanding and acceptance of this universal phenomenon. Facing the end of life also involves practical and emotional preparation, from making end-of-life care decisions to expressing final wishes and ensuring that one's legacy is passed on. These actions can provide comfort and clarity to both the individual and their loved ones, making the transition a part of a well-lived life. As we conclude our journey through the stages of human development, we're reminded of the beautiful complexity of life. From the miraculous beginnings in the womb to the final breath, each stage of life offers unique challenges, joys, and opportunities for growth. Reflecting on the entirety of life's journey encourages us to live fully at every moment, cherish our connections, and embrace the lessons each phase brings.